Shalom. Giving our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and safety and much blessings to the Akim that's pushing this truth out the four corners of the earth. And our truth of sincerity and diligence. Shalom. All right, and you can see the title of this article is from Newsweek. All right, it says, is Trump considering leaving NATO? Unverified, unevidenced claim spread. Claim spread, and this came out February the 17th of this year. All right, now this isn't the first time it's been talks about, Donald Trump getting spicy with NATO. But we know, according to prophecy, that the beast shall hate the whore. All right, and look what's going on. Look where we at in prophecy. Look at the things that are happening in the planet Earth. All the division, especially with this. All right, because America, right, and NATO and the EU, that's what makes up this whole, system. So to speak. You got NATO and the EU, which is the beast, and you got America, which is the whore that sitteth on the beast, that spoke about in Revelations, the 13th chapter, 17th chapter. All right, so, and you see this division, right? You know that this kingdom is getting ready to fall, okay? And Donald Trump, he's in the power seat. He got that Edomite, pride on him. He's puffed up, right? And he's really throwing his weight around, man, okay? He's throwing his weight around. So what we're going to do, we're going to read this article. It says, President Donald Trump administration left European leaders reeled last week, prompting unattributed rumors that he was considering withdrawing the United States from North Atlantic Treaty Organization, the NATO. The militaristic pact that has bound the U.S. and Europe since 1949. Right? All these things have changed. This has been going on since 1949. Now it's changing. Why is it changing? All right? Because the kingdom is about to be translated to another people, man. It says, confirmed talks in Saudi Arabia between Russian and U.S. officials, alongside comments made by Vice President J.D. Vance to the Munich Security Conference, have stirred up words that the U.S. relationship with Europe may weaken as Washington pursues a more nationalist agenda. All right, so I'll read it again. It says, have stirred up words that the U.S. relations with Europe may weaken as Washington pursues a more nationalist agenda. All right, so the Europe and the U.S. relationship may weaken, right? So why? It's because it's been prophesied that it would, just basically saying that this, the iron mixed with miry clay, they're divided. Okay, you got like I said, the NATO and the EU, right, which is that ancient Roman Empire, power structure, modern day ancient Roman Empire, back on the earth. All right, you see, but they're all divided. That's why it's going to fall. Okay, and ultimately it's because it's set in stone that it would fall. Okay, and that's how it's going to fall, through division. Okay, and the spirit and power of the Lord. Newsweek reached out. Matter of fact, let's just grab that. I didn't quote it twice, so let's grab that. This is Matthew, and this is what the prophets of the Lord, standing up on that tower and watching and reporting these things to you, because people think that this society is going to continue forever when it's not, man. We're warning you. So whenever the Lord gets to destroying this place, you people are going to be caught like a thief in the night. Why? Because you wasn't listening. All right, you wasn't paying attention. You was mocking the prophets. All right, you was worried about everything else. You was worried about nonsense, unnecessary things. All right, why you can't shop at Target? Why you not going shop at Target anymore? Okay, you was worried about all this other nonsense. Okay, Facebook, social media, Snapchat, Instagram. All right, just bullshit, and not really getting your spirit right and seeking Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai for these times to come, man. All right. So look, this is Matthew 12:25, and we bring this out all the time, right? But this is what we have to prophesy on. This is what we're seeing. This is what's going on currently. And if you don't like it, just go watch something else. It says, and Yahweh knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. So, this place is divided, all right? It's like divided financially, politically, right? Morally, okay? Salakia. Man, I don't know what's going on with my nose. Salakia, Yashala. They're divided in every which way possible, man. All right? Let's go here. So it says, Saudi talks, which U.S. officials have confirmed Europe will not be part of, have worried Euro leaders before being elected to a second term as president in 2024. Trump indicated a potential austere future with European powers, driven by disparity across the alliance on military spending. All right, so you had a problem with that. So, like during his first term, Trump attacked allied. See, that's what I said earlier. During his first term, Trump attacked allied NATO leaders for failing to meet their defense spending target. Allies agreed in 2014 a guideline spending figure of 2% of their GDPs on militaries by 2024. Now, with Russia talks on the way, unverified and sourceless rumors spread on social media that the president was planning on to withdraw from NATO. Political commentator Dominic Michael Trippy posted Sunday on X, formerly Twitter, breaking: Donald Trump is reportedly considered withdrawing U.S. from NATO. Neither this similar post by other commentators included references to verify information that supported this newest claim. But us men of the Lord, we know we know what's going on. We know that this is possible. This is possible to bring on, the prophecy in Revelations, the 17th chapter, that says the beast shall hate the whore, man. We know that beast is made up of NATO and the EU nations, okay? Which is that Edomite power structure, all right? A revival or revised Rome, all right? That deadly wound that was healed. Hold my phone on, die. It says, what has Trump said about NATO, right? It says, at rally, South Carolina in February 2024, Trump said he told NATO summit discussions that the U.S. would not protect NATO allies if they didn't increase their defense spending. Meaning like, man, look, man, cough that bread up for the military, cough that bread up, or we not going to protect y'all, right? I said, everybody got to pay. They said, if we don't pay, are you still going to protect us? I said, absolutely not. They couldn't believe the answer, Trump said. So look at that, man. Now watch what the next part say. NATO charter states if NATO nation is invaded, then all other members, including the U.S., are obligated to treat the invasion as if they were an attack on themselves. All right, so that's part of the agreement. That if one of the NATO nations be attacked, then it's like an attack on themselves, and everybody must respond. But Donald Trump, he's moving in his own agenda. Like, man, no, if y'all ain't paying this money, man, we not doing none of that, right? We ain't doing none of that, which is that division, all right? And this is why, in turns, that, the beast is going to hate the whore, all right? You see? Trump went on to suggest that he would encourage Russia to do whatever the hell they want if it attacked another, if if it attacked another NATO ally that hadn't met spending commitments. You see? So in 2019, the New York Times reported that Trump had privately said several times the previous year that he wanted to pull the U.S. out of the alliance, right? So, hey, like these Edomites are at each other's neck, man. These Edomites are divided, all right, highly divided, man. All right. So that's how you know that this place, is coming down, man. Okay. This ain't gonna be no, oh, we can have peace talks and settle this, XYZ. No, when the Lord put the spirit on these devils, you know, to hate the whore, which is America, right? They're going to give America that business, man. They're gonna give America that work, right? This is Revelations, and this is prophecy. This is Revelation 17 and 16, and it says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, right? These shall hate the whore, right, and make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire." Right? So those 10 horns that just saws upon the beast, so the EU, NATO nations, this whole beast, they're going to what? All point, missiles at this place and fire away, man. Right? To fulfill the words of the Most High. For they put their hearts to fulfill his will, to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. Okay? So this is the fate of America right here. It's letting you know that the beast, right? These shall hate the whore. The 10 horns with the swords on the beast shall hate the whore. Right? So all NATO and the EU nations are gonna come together and shoot thermonuclear missiles on this place, man. All right? Because they're going to develop a disdain towards this place, which they already are now, right? Donald Trump is throwing his weight around, you know, making these calls, making these statements, Tell them, look, man, we're not gonna deal with y'all, right? We're not gonna deal with y'all if y'all not paying this money, man. But what does this shows? This is prophecy, and this is how you know men that are bringing this out, men that are doing these lessons and shows on these things. They coming in the spirit of Yahweh, because Revelations 19 and 10 says, "I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou doest not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahweh is the spirit of prophecy." So coming in the spirit of prophecy, right, is going into the testimony of Yahweh, right? So the brothers, should be doing lessons on this, man, to show you that, hey, we don't have long left in this place. We really don't. Okay, it's just talks, but still, it's talks. Like after all these years, nah, it's talks and it's actions that you can tell from what's happening, man. You know how the agenda is being pushed, things the way things are moving. That this ain't no all right. Shit might be in about 8 years. Nah, this not happening like that. We seeing that this place is crumbling right before our eyes, man. We seeing that prophecy is speaking, right? And it's not tarrying, you know? So all the nations that's going to be that was in confederate, right, with Babylon is going to shoot missiles on Babylon, you know? And you can look that up and just to prove the fact that is allies are going to turn on her. Jeremiah 51, Jeremiah 51 and let's see, 27. Set ye up a standard in the land. Blow the trumpet among the nations. Prepare the nations against her. Call together against her the kingdoms of Arad. Uh, uh, Arad is Turkey. Mene is Armenia. And Ashkenazi is Germany. All right, Iraq is Turkey, right, which is part of the NATO. Mani is in allies with the NATO. Okay, and Ashkenaz is they all part of the same. They all part of the same structure. But what? And it called these kingdoms against her, right? Against who? Babylon the Great. Appoint a captain against her, cause the horses to come up as a rough caterpillar, prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, with Russia, right? Because Russia is at the forefront is going to be at the forefront of the destruction of America, all right? Because the scripture says that their end shall come of themselves. Their end shall come of themselves, all right? The captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. And the land shall tremble and sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolate without inhabitant. Right? You see? This is going in the future prophecy. And mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might have failed. Their might had failed. They became as women, and they have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. All right, so this place, man, America is going to be taken down by these nations that was once in alliance with them. Okay, once in alliance with her. All right, the 10 horns with thy swords on the beast shall hate the whore. Okay, want to pull out of NATO, right? And so listen, these are oath breakers. Remember, the scriptures call these Edomites oath breakers. You see? So just say something happened to one of these NATO nations and, America don't respond. That's going to in turn cause them to hate the whore. Man, like you can't, you cannot get around this. All right? Like I said, it ain't going to be no peace talks, man. Ain't gonna be no peace talks to fix the alliance and the relationships between the NATO, the beast and the whore, man, because it's prophesied that the beast gonna hate the whore, right? The scripture says when a mighty archer, shoot the bow, right? Who shall turn it back, man? You know, this is matter of fact. Let's go back to the article. I'm gonna read the other part of it. Okay. Uh, I think it's highly probable that Trump will try to withdraw the United States from NATO, and he's already setting preconditions that will justify it. Oh, man. You see? Right? Hey, man, let me read this. It says, and I'm just skimming through it right now. It says, but I suspect there's almost no country in Europe, maybe the Baltics or Poland, and a few others that will go 5%. So in a year when it doesn't happen, Trump will be able to say just NATO is just as worthless as I always said it was. I'm getting out. So hey man, you know, this is great news, man. This is great news. You know, it's a lot. I'm not gonna read all of this, but the point is that what did he say? Trump is considering leaving NATO, man. The division, all right, of this kingdom, man. All right, and this is it. Ain't gonna be no more after this. I'm gonna read this part right here again. It says, at a rally in South Carolina in February 2024, Trump said he told NATO summit discussions that the U.S. would not protect NATO allies if they did not increase their defense spending. I said, everybody's got to pay. They said, if we don't pay, you're still going to protect us? I said, absolutely not. They could not believe the answer, Trump said. And so it was like, if you looking for protection, that means you were the lesser military power, right? But all together, they gonna come all together. They be like, man, fuck this nigga, man. Fuck it, this motherfucker. Like, hey, man. And the Lord gonna put, the Lord gonna put a spirit on them, and they gonna send them missiles over here. All right? Because everybody tired of this whore. Everybody tired of America, man. You know? Being the cancer of the earth, causing all the divisions on the earth, man. All right? This is a future prophecy about Babylon the Great, which is known as America. All right, we seeing these things taking place. The Lord is creating. The Lord is creating division amongst these Edomites, man. The Lord is working the work, you know, especially as approaching the time of the Passover, man. Hey, things is happening. So, you know, so that's pretty much all I got on that, man. Lord willing, you will edify. Shalom.